Raven to Nest! Raven to Nest! I've got 2 Republic fighters on my tail. I can't shake them. Requesting backup.
This is Major Anri of Raven Squad, still under fire. Come on, I need help down here. Blast! Can anyone read me?
I read you, Major, loud and clear.
Really appreciate that whole sensing danger through the Force business, my lord. It saved my neck more than once.
What's going on? Where did those Republic fighters come from?
See that dreadnought? Meet me there. We'll get you all caught up.
I need the rest of them ready to go in 10, Captain. Understood?
Right away, Major.
Welcome aboard the Executioner, my lord. Wish I could have organised a welcome party, but we need your help straight away.
I thought I was here to support the Empire's Kolto operation. What are Republic forces doing on Manaan?
Being a pain in all our backsides? Colonel Cord was running a pretty tight ship with this Kolto operation. We dropped mining platforms right on the water, real state-of-the-art stuff. Got everything up and running quick, harvesting, refining, shipping. We were up to our necks in Kolto. The Selkath didn't even know what hit him. Until the Republic got a whiff of what was going on.
Who is this Colonel Cord you spoke of?
My new commanding officer. Raven Squad was transferred to Cord's regiment not long before he kicked things off on Manaan. Once the Republic brought the big guns, the locals started to put up a fight. Some of the Selkath even got organised enough to take over our Kolto refining station. That station was our base of operations, and now our people are stuck inside, including Colonel Cord. All our platforms are cut off from each other. Whole thing's a mess. If we want this operation back on track, first thing to do is kick the Selkath off our base, which I can't do alone. Could really use your help down there.
Once again, the fate of the Empire rests in my hands.
At least we keep things exciting for you. I've already given the order to ready as many troops on board as we can. Just need to get them down to the surface and...
Major Henry, the first dropship we sent down, it was completely destroyed as soon as it entered Manaan's airspace. Our scanners show it was Republic anti-aircraft weapons.
Are the enormous guns mounted on this eyesore just for show? If you've got their weapons in your sights, take them out.
We can't. Once we started the targeting sequence, their weapons disappeared from our instruments altogether.
How can that be?
Damn it! Don't know what the Republic's playing at, but I'm not sending any more soldiers down until we find out. As long as those Republic dogs are helping the Selkath, our efforts on Manaan are dead in the water, so to speak.
That's not an option. And there are other ways to solve this problem.
All right. What are you thinking?
You and I will retake your base. The Republic's weapons won't lock onto a small shuttle. You were able to escape Manaan relatively unscathed.
Solid point. And once we take the Republic's fancy weapons out of the equation, we'll clear the way for reinforcements. You heard the plan, Vondrel? Hold down the fort up here. We'll signal when it's safe to deploy everyone else. It's great to have your help again. Now, let's show these kelp lovers what we're made of, yeah?
What happened here? How did the Empire lose control?
Like I said, everything was going to plan. Better than that, really. We were unstoppable. We had an iron cannon that could stop entire fleets in their tracks. Anyone who thought they could take a run at us got a personal demonstration. But the Republic had to go and stick their noses where they don't belong. Things took a turn when they helped the Selkath blow up our cannon. Incoming!
Losing a single weapon caused all of this.
Hey, it was a really powerful gun. When it blew up, the iron explosion knocked out everything. Comms, weapons, vehicles, you name it, it went up. These bottom feeders took advantage of the chaos and went on the offensive. Since we couldn't call for backup, Colonel Cord sent me back to the Executioner for reinforcements. Then you showed up, just in the nick of time. She's alive. Let's go, soldier.
I'll be fine. Just need a second to catch my breath. But you two don't have time to stop. The Selkath are planting explosives all around the base.
We'll take care of them.
And there are more wounded troops. Please help them.
was done for.
Incoming!
Give these anchovies one for me, would ya?
Aye, aye.
I was sure I was going to die in here. I owe you one.
Kasem Tun, Open Lapo Sag Le Vego, Sotet Volt Grav Esan Fellet.
I will never give up our position on Manaan, no matter how many chances you give us. The Empire needs more koto than your tight-fisted government is willing to sell.
Vassoni lesson, Tento Zot, a Pasa La Ko Zot Prit, Oma Leos.
Hey, shark bait! Over here!
If a fight is what you prefer, I will happily oblige.
On your feet! I want this place back in working order immediately. Taurus, get this display back online. Dar, re-establish long-range communications now! We've been cut off from the other platforms for too long.
Colonel Cord, sir, this is...
It is an honor to meet you, my lord. But as you can see, we are ill-equipped to properly receive someone of your stature. Where are my reinforcements, Major?
A Sith is speaking, Colonel. You will give your full attention when I am in your presence.
You are correct, my lord. Please, forgive my negligence.
I know you're expecting a few more people, but that plan hit a bit of a snag.
A few more people? I asked you for an army, Major.
And if I bring you that army now, they're as good as dead. The Republic shot down our first transport. They've got some kind of stealth weapon system. It went dark on the Executioner scanners almost as soon as it showed up.
Then we need to eliminate those guns. I want my soldiers down on the surface in one piece. The second our scanning instruments are functional again, we shall locate the Republic's weapons. Readings down here will be more accurate than on the Executioner.
The Selkath did a real number on this place. With their home advantage and the Republic backing them up, they'll retake this position in no time.
What are you suggesting we do?
Colonel Cord finds the Republic's guns, we fix our defenses.
There are plenty around this platform, but they were destroyed or disabled by the ion blast the Selkath triggered. You'll have to repair all the defenses manually.
Sounds easy enough, especially for the two of us. I'm sure Darth Norok will be pleased at how well we're handling this, sir.
Who is Darth Norok?
Lord Valron's new right hand in logistics. Very important. Colonel Cord manages the Kolto operation, but this whole thing is under Darth Norok's jurisdiction. He gets final say on everything. Be nice if we could update him before we set off, sir.
I tried to contact him, but with everything that's happened, I'm sure he's on the move. Don't get your hopes up.
Good. Your endless missteps are becoming a considerable source of irritation.
I know things are grim, my lord. You have my apologies, but I, and my associates, are prepared to make things right.
See that you do.
Darth Norok has been briefed, and we all have our assignments. I want this entire operation back in working order. People will die without this Kolto.
If you want my help, I want to hear from someone with actual power first, not a peon.
Sir, the Selkath are launching another attack. They've breached the lower levels.
If those Selkath take this platform again, I'm afraid no one will be speaking to Darth Norok.
Leave the Selkath to us. We'll return once the defenses are repaired.
Very well. Good luck to you both. Hopefully you won't need it.
Selkath are dug in deep. Let's remind them who they're dealing with. Just rewired the shields in this quadrant to triple their integrity. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Close one there. I've got the power cells to the surface level defenses recharged, rebooted, and reinforced. Let's see the Selkath try and break these again. Selkath are everywhere. It's like a bad crek beetle infestation. See that terminal? We get it back online, we restore communications, at least at short range. We'll be able to check in with each other if we get separated. Good news, sir. We reactivated the defense systems. Making our way back to your position now.
Excellent work, but unfortunately the job isn't over yet.
What are you talking about?
As Major Anri so eloquently reminded me, the Selkath have their home advantage of infiltrating underwater targets without impediment. As long as the Selkath can so easily enter the platform sublevels, our surface defenses won't be enough to repel them, as demonstrated by this second assault. The order just came down from Darth Norok. You're to deploy underwater defenses before you return. We have an assortment of mines that should do the trick.
This was Darth Norok's idea. Wasn't he the one who said the mines were a waste of time in the first place?
I sincerely hope that you're not questioning the word of a Sith, Major. I know you are smarter than that.
Well, if Darth Norok wants mines, then I guess we better get him some.
You need to learn respect for those more powerful than you, Major. Quickly, before one of us decides to teach you the hard way.
Understood. Completely. Come on. There's a submersible droid in our mining facility that should make this easier for us. Just need to get to it. Still can't believe Colonel Cord got Norok to cave on these mines. Guess Norok finally realized how many people would die without them. He always struck me as an ends justifies the means kind of Sith. But maybe there's an old softie hiding under that creepy armor. Before I forget, you need an apology for the Colonel's less than heartfelt introduction. He means well, but the man is stubborn and never learned how to ask for help. Throw his aggravating need to have Darth Norok's approval for every little thing into the mix, and well, here we are. I do admire how dedicated Colonel Cord is to his soldiers. Maybe if we all weren't in mortal danger, he'd loosen up a bit. Take those controls. They'll let you pilot a submersible droid that can drop the mines. That should do it. Let's head back and find out if Colonel Cord's made any headway on those scanners.
This is a good start. Keep at it, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Dar has patched up our long-range communications. The holocalls aren't what I would call reliable yet, but we were able to briefly reach the Executioner. Unfortunately, we haven't made much headway in repairing our scanning equipment. We may have to rely on the Executioner if we're going to locate the Republic's weapons. How did things go on your end?
Where is Darth Norok? I'd prefer to report the details to him.
I'm sorry to say you just missed him. Darth Norok made a brief appearance on the way to his next objective. I updated him on our progress and your success with the platform's defenses. He was quite pleased.
Can't you call him back? Sooner or later we'll need to hammer out a plan with Darth Norok for after the Republic's gone.
Darth Norok's priority is getting the Kolto mining operation in working order again. He won't be pleased if I interrupt his work.
After everything we've done, the least you could do is get Darth Norok on a holo call.
Fine. I can do that much.
It's the Executioner, sir. They managed to make contact again.
Put them through. They could have an update on the location of the Republic's guns.
Colonel, thank the stars we reached you. We just received a distress signal from our shipping docks on the surface. It's faint, but we heard enough. The Republic has overrun their position. The entire platform is in lockdown, and if we don't...
Blast! There's enough Koltos sitting on those docks to secure many decisive victories for the Empire. We can't let the Republic get their hands on it. I need you both to stop them. Darth Norok?
It must be done. We must take control.
We will, my lord. We won't let any pubs off that platform with our Kolto.
Should I try to get him back?
Don't think that's necessary, sir. So much for sneaking in.
Aye, aye.
Vondra wasn't kidding when she said the pubs had these transports locked down. They're grounded until we cut them loose. That's all of them. Time to get these things in the air. If we can just find somewhere to put coordinates in. Something for ya! Those Kolto transports don't have pilots. Use this to send them somewhere. They'll get to the destination on their own.
We need to get this Kolto straight to the heart of the Empire. I'm sending the transports to Drummond Cass.
Colonel Cord will love you for that. Are you seeing this?
Contact Cord. We need an extraction.
Way ahead of you. Here's hoping I can get through. Sir, got a little surprise down here at the shipping docks. The Republic's guns showed up.
What about the Kolto? Where is it?
Gone. Those guns destroyed some of the transports, but most are on their way off-world.
Which is great for you and all, sir. Unfortunately for us, the Republic's just dropped a lot of fresh troops on our doorstep. We're trapped in here.
I cannot send anyone to get you out, Major. Not while those guns are still active. Darth Norak would not approve of me sending anyone else into this situation. You don't need me. I know that both of you will figure.
Think we can make it to that?
We'll handle it, and we'll bring down the Republic's guns on the way out. Darth Norok.
What in blazes are you doing here?
Helping you get your Kolto operation back on track before everyone around you sees what a failure you are.
This isn't my operation. Not yet. Not until the reins are back in my hands.
Is that... You've got to be kidding me.
Don't just stand there. Release me at once.
Tread carefully, or I'll hand you back to the Republic. If I don't throw you out of the shuttle first.
Do not toy with me, fool. The longer you keep me like this, the worse the consequences will be.
No need for that, my lord.
Don't do anything stupid, Norok. Unless you'd like to put the buoyancy of your armor to the test.
Take me to Cord. I will wring the air from that useless invertebrate's carcass for this.
What does he have to do with this?
If he had done what I asked in the first place, there would be no need for my presence.
What do you mean? Colonel Cord's done his best to keep this operation running for you.
I repeatedly told Cord his little Kolto mining stations weren't good enough. The Empire does not toil and struggle for a mere trickling of resources. We take what we want. Cord had one objective: the complete subjugation of Manaan. He refused to comply with my instructions, so I relieved him of his command. The Republic arrived at Manaan as I began my descent to the surface. I had no time to act. In one swift moment, their forces destroyed our weapons, shot me down, and set upon me.
All the orders Cord said you gave, they were his own?
That is agitating. I will deal with Cord. You can be sure of that.
Hate to break up this very productive discussion, but I can't land this thing without drawing attention. Too many pubs out there. But it's now or never. We won't get a better shot at taking out these guns.
If these animals are all that stand between me and an unyielding grip on Manaan, I will eradicate every last one.
Here we go. Aye, aye. They didn't like that. We've got to turn off these power conduits. With all the juice they're putting out, we need them offline before we can shut down these blasted guns. Lied to my face. Made me look like an idiot.
Speak up, Major. Do you have something to say? Perhaps about your commanding officer?
Nope. Everything's just peachy. Forget I said anything, my lord. Apologies for wasting your time. I think we cut enough power to take out the guns for good. Just need to find the controls that shut them off. Not a Selkath in sight. They must be putting a lot of trust in the Republic if they're letting this beast cruise around Manaan without any local military on board.
Don't be absurd. There is no trust between Manaan and the Republic. The Selkath want the Republic gone as much as we do. As much as they want the Empire gone.
I thought the Selkath helped the Republic destroy your ion cannon.
A brief association, in opposition of a common enemy.
How do you know that?
The so-called soldiers tasked with guarding me had many complaints about Manaan's natives. The Selkath's displeasure at the Republic's presence was especially confusing for them. The Republic are aggressors here. Self-righteous and unwanted invaders, though they pretend otherwise. And I will find a way to use their sanctimonious convictions against them.
All those power conduits we fried lead to manual controls on the bridge.
Can you use the controls to deal with the guns?
Does a hut have a tail?
Then we have our target. Let's go.
They're here. Oh no, how did he escape? Weapons ready! Don't let them touch anything in this room! You'll never take these guns! Whatever you're planning, it stops here! Restraints or a body bag, one way or another, you're leaving!
They must have known we'd make it up here. Our Republic friends locked this system down tighter than bantha hide.
Can you get in?
Oh yeah, no problem. And we destabilize enough of this thing's power conduits that I can rig the guns to explode from here. With plenty of time for us to escape, of course. Say goodbye to the Republic's shiny new toy.
Stop.
What's wrong?
Why destroy these weapons when we can take them for ourselves? Use them against the Republic, should they try to stop us again. Increase the output of these weapons as high as you can, Major. Make them so powerful that we regain our unquestionable dominance over this world.
Not an option, my lord. We shut down too many of the power sources. There won't be enough juice left to supercharge the guns and keep their targeting matrix online. I do what you're asking. These guns will fire on anything that moves. Selkath, Republic, Imperials.
Good. That means no one else will be able to shut them down. When Selkath ships are obliterated by Republic weapons, their rift will deepen. The Selkath can't fight on two fronts, and when the dust is cleared, Manaan will belong to me.
You there? Do you read? What's the status of those guns?
We're at the controls now, Colonel, but you...
Come in! Blast! I thought we'd worked out these comms issues.
Colonel?
Listen, if you can hear me at all, it is imperative that we destroy these guns once and for all. Our people need Kolto, and what we're doing here is the best way to get it to them. But we can't continue if the Republic is breathing down our necks like this. Darth Norok's orders are clear. Destroy the guns.
Everything all right?
Focus, Major. Do as I command, and you shall be granted a reward befitting a conqueror of worlds.
I'm sorry, my lord, but this one gives the orders.
If the Empire needs Kolto to win this war, then we will take all that Manaan has to offer. Do as Darth Norok says.
Whatever you say. Countdown initiated. I gave us enough time to get back to the shuttle, but we still better move it before these things get a chance to shoot at us.
Get me to our base of operations. It's time I took control of this mayhem.
I've raised my brows at a lot of things you've done, but never in my wildest dreams did I think you were capable of something so blasted stupid.
Mind yourself, Major. I won't permit this insubordination while there's still so much work left to do.
Mind myself? Stars, you're brainless. We found Darth Norok, Colonel, and he wasn't too happy to hear about what you've been up to. You had the brass to speak for a Sith with ties to the Dark Council without his permission, but that wasn't reckless enough for you. Not telling anyone that Norok was missing. Forging his orders. And the best part's gotta be how you dragged us into your stupidity. I know Norok was a pain, sir, and I know he was keeping you from supporting the Empire the way you thought was right. I might have understood if you had just told me about all of this from the start, but you lied to me, and that I don't understand.
Terrible things happen to those who try to deceive me. You're lucky I don't kill you where you stand.
Are you sure that impersonating a Sith is such a terrible thing? Because right now, you sound just like Norok. Where is Darth Norok?
He's on his way.
Then before he arrives and exacts his punishment, at least let me explain myself.
Other than making a complete fool of yourself, what exactly did you do?
Whatever mess you found Norok in was the result of his own arrogance. When I lost contact with him, I simply took advantage of his absence. My entire career, I've done nothing but prove my admiration for the Sith. I served without question, believed they had a right to rule the Empire. Until I had a chance to lead this operation, I cherished the idea that I was helping soldiers live to see another day. Norok, however, kept saying I needed to think bigger. He wanted all of Manaan under his rule, but we didn't have the resources to sustain a prolonged occupation of the entire planet. It would have achieved nothing. Nothing more than a boost to Norok's ego. I refused to sacrifice faithful citizens of the Empire for something so irresponsible. And I do not regret that decision. Or the decision to use Norok's name, if it means not one life will be wasted on a Sith's ambition.
Do you regret it now, Cord? Can you still hold fast to your principles while the breath is torn from your lungs?
My lord, if he just...
Finally. I thought I would never be able to get through. I won't question your methods of discipline when it comes to your subordinates, Norok. But you will not treat mine like this. Release him, now.
I want this cowardly bog-tick executed, Krovos.
On what charges?
Incompetence. Dereliction. Fabricating the word of a Sith.
That is disappointing, Colonel. Does anyone have evidence to support Darth Norok's accusations?
Colonel Cord lied to all of us and issued fake orders that were meant to undermine Darth Norok's plans.
That's all I needed to hear. But Cord is mine to deal with, Norok. Major Anri, I am sorry that this falls to you. Arrest Colonel Cord. I want him brought to my location at once.
This is why your soldiers make stupid decisions, Krovos. You let them get away with far too much. You need to set an example.
Well, while you clean up that mess, I'll sort out the issue of finding someone to replace Colonel Cord. Get on with whatever you have planned for Manaan, Norok. The war will not wait for your ambitions.
You have my thanks. Something I do not offer freely. Because of your commitment to expanding the Empire's reach, Manaan will soon be under Imperial control. Under my control. There is much work to be done if I'm to repair the damage Cord has caused. But I do hope your assistance will be available again, should I need it.
Managed to get the rest of our reinforcements past those guns. Of course, Darth Norik had to get them good and terrified the second they got here. It's going to be a hell of a fight from here on out. We had enough trouble keeping the Selkath away when we only had one section of water under our control.
I hope I won't have to come back and clean up another mess.
I think we're good now, but it would be nice to have someone with your skills around. I've seen you in action so many times, and you still never cease to amaze. Not to mention all the times you've come through for me. You're probably tired of everyone constantly falling over themselves for you. I'm sure you don't need to hear me go on about how amazing I think you are. But I can count the number of people I trust on one hand. Every time we meet, you more than earn your place on that list. Hope you know how much I appreciate that.
If you want to show me how much you appreciate me, you can start by buying me a drink.
We ever get together outside of a war zone, I'm buying the first round. And maybe a few more, if things go well. Anyway, I know you have a lot to get back to and I don't want to keep you from it. Thanks for sticking around and seeing this through.